The next thing that we are going to read in the complex number is quadratic equation. So this is our today's topic. This is one of the topic, quadratic equations. So concentrate yourself. We are going to start now. Suppose if we are given one equation that is quadratic, z square minus z plus 1 equal to 0, and if the requirement is solve and give your answer in a plus iota b form. So this is the requirement. So look now from here. Same method will be followed as was followed in the quadratic formula. So a is 1. So these are actually the coefficients of the values. So coefficient of a quadratic variable is 1. Quadratic of linear variable is -1, and the constant value is 1. So now applying the quadratic formula, that will be minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac square root divided by 2a. So now putting the values into it, so minus is there and b is -1 plus minus b square, so -1 square minus 4 into a is 1, and c is also 1 divided by 2a. So 2 into a is 1. So now we will solve it. So minus minus plus, plus minus is there, -1 square is 1, minus 4 whole square root divided by 2. Solving further, 1 plus minus 1 minus 4 is -3. Okay, divided by 2 is still there. Okay, this is 1 plus minus. So actually in the square root there are two values, that is 3 and -1. Over 2 is still there. So look now, 3 minus 1s are -3, that will become again. The advantage to write in this form is 1 plus minus. Okay, the square root is on both two values, so it is actually square root 3 into square root -1. Over 2 is still there, and you know iota is equal to -1 square root, because this is the value of the iota. So now it can be written as 1 plus minus square root 3 iota. Over 2 is still there, and this 2 will come over this and this as well. So 1 by 2 plus minus square root 3 over 2 iota is the answer. So this will be the method to solve a quadratic equation if this is given in this form. Here are some more concepts of a quadratic equation. So suppose if a plus b iota is the solution of x square plus px plus q equal to 0. So here is a quadratic equation and one of the solution is given, and as you know, a quadratic equation is having two solutions. So if a plus b iota is the solution of x square plus px plus q equal to 0, then just change the sign of the imaginary part of the one solution, so that will become the second solution also. So look now, if this is one solution of the quadratic equation, we will change the sign of the imaginary part, and this will be the second solution. Then this is second solution. Furthermore, sometimes in the question, it is required to find the quadratic equation. So, to find P will be equal to minus 2 real part of Z. So, whatever the real part of Z, just make it minus 2 times, that will be equal to P, and Q will be equal to Z mod square. So these will be the steps to find the P and Q, and then we will put over here. So that will be the equation. So here is a question from this type. So look now, if 2 plus 3 iota is a root of a quadratic equation, find first part the other root and second part the quadratic equation. So the method to solve this kind of question is, look now, first part, if this is one root, I have told you the method that if one root is given, just change the sign of the imaginary part of the one root, that will be the second root there as well. So if 2 plus 3 iota is one of the solution and the other root is required, so other root will be 2 minus 3 iota. Just change the sign of the imaginary part. So 2 minus 3 iota will be the other root. Now, the second part is find the quadratic equation. So for finding the quadratic equation, actually we want these two numbers, P and Q. And the method to find the P is minus 2 times of real part of the Z. So look now, P is equal to minus 2 times of real Z. So real part of, look at any one of the root. So real part is 2. So it means minus 2 will remain as it is, and real part is 2. So it will be minus 4. And to find the Q, method is Z mod square. So Z mod square, and the method to find the Z mod is x square plus y square whole square root, where x is the real part and y is the imaginary part of the complex number. So real part is 2 plus, and imaginary part in this one is minus 3, and in this root is plus 3. So it will be up to you whatever you will place, because when it will go into the square, minus sign will be absorbed and plus will remain as it is. So whether you take the square of plus 3 or minus 3, answer will be plus 9. So look now, 3 square whole square root. This is the method, this is the formula for Z mod, but on it square is also there. So we will put square like this. So this square will be cancelled by square root, and now this thing will be opened. So 4 plus 9 is equal to 13. So now the equation is, x square plus px plus q equal to 0. X square as it is, p is minus 4, so it will be minus 4x, and q is 13, so plus 13 equal to 0. So this is the quadratic equation. Here is a very important question. Statement is verify that z is equal to minus 1 plus iota is a root of the polynomial. So whenever we are required to prove that a root thing is a root of some polynomial, so actually the method is we put that root into the polynomial, if the left and right side justify, so it will be proved that that is the root of the polynomial. So look now, if it is required that this is the root of this thing, so if we put this into the polynomial, it must satisfy the equation. So look now, solution, we are going to put this into this. So minus 1 plus iota raised to power 4 plus 2 into minus 1 plus iota raised to power 2 plus 4x. So 4 into minus 1 plus iota and plus 8 equal to 0. So it must be justified now. So now look, this raised to power 4, we are going to write it like this: minus 1 plus iota whole square into minus 1 plus iota whole square, and this whole thing will be remain as it is, because we don't know the method of raised to the power 4, but we know the formula of squares. So we will open the squares and then at last we will multiply them. So look now, a plus b whole square formula will be applied. So a square plus b square plus 2ab, so minus 2 iota. In the second, a square plus b square plus 2ab. Okay. In the second bracket, same thing will be written: 1 plus iota square minus 2 iota. And in this bracket, this is also a square. So plus 2, 1 plus iota square minus 2 iota. Okay. In this bracket, first write it as well, because at the end we will open the brackets at the same time. So minus 1 plus iota plus 8 equal to 0. Okay, from here you can see iota square is minus 1. So plus 1 and minus 1 will be cancelled. So look now again, iota square will be is equal to minus 1. So 1 minus 1 will be cancelled. So remainder is minus 2 iota. So if in this bracket minus 2 iota is there, same will be in this bracket, minus 2 iota. So be very careful with these signs. Okay, plus 2. Again in the bracket will be minus 2 iota, and these brackets will be same for the time being. In the next step we will open them now. So look now, we are going to open them now. Minus minus plus 4 iota square minus 4 iota minus 4 plus 4 iota plus 8 is equal to 0. Okay, come here now. Iota square is minus 1, so it will be minus 4. Okay, this minus 4 iota will be cancelled by plus 4 iota. Here is minus 4. And this is plus 8 equal to 0. From here you can see minus 8 plus 8 is equal to 0. So 0 is equal to 0. Justified. So it is proved that this is the root of this thing. So proved. Okay, the second part of the part number 1 is, and write the second complex root of the equation. So second root can be obtained by changing the sign of the imaginary part. So second root will be, just change the sign of the imaginary part. So minus 1 minus iota will be the second root. Okay, now second part is coming. The two other roots of the equation. So actually the polynomial is having power 4, so it means there will be 4 solutions of it. So one is this solution, one is this solution. There are 2 solutions now, and there will be 2 more solutions of the equation. So that is actually required now. 2 roots are there and 2 roots are missing still. So first we will make the quadratic equation. So P, the formula for finding the P, for example, the quadratic equation is x square plus px plus q equal to 0. The method to find the P is minus 2 times of real part of z. So that will be equal to minus 2, and real part is minus 1. Real part is same. Okay, that will be equal to plus 2, and q is z mod square. So that will be equal to real part, that is minus 1 square plus imaginary part square, so 1 square. So there is no need to write the square root because the root will be cancelled by this square sign. So 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So it means the equation will be x square plus 2x, because p and q will be placed here. So x square plus 2x plus 2. So this is the quadratic equation. So this is one quadratic equation. Definitely we will find the second quadratic equation, because the polynomial is actually raised to the power 4. So look now, x4 plus 2x square rather this plus 2x square should be right by creating some distance, plus 4x plus 8, and this quadratic equation should be placed here. So x square plus 2x plus 2. So now divide it. So x square will be multiplied with x square to give us x raised to power 4. Now plus 2x cube, that will be placed here, and plus 2x square. At this step we will change the signs. This will be cancelled and this will be cancelled as well. So the remainder will be minus 2x cube, and things will come down from here, plus 4x plus 8. Again creating some distance, because here will be x square value. Okay, now this thing will be multiplied with minus 2x to give us minus 2x cube. When these two values will be multiplied, it will give minus 4x square and minus 4x. So at this step, again change the signs. So it will be cancelled. So the remainder will be 4x square plus 8x plus 8. Now first value will be multiplied with plus 4 to give us 4x square. This thing will be multiplied plus 8x, and this thing will be multiplied plus 8. So at this step again change the signs. So all three values will be cancelled. So this is the other quadratic equation. That is x square minus 2x plus 4. So if we solve it, we will get the other two answers. So look now, that will be put into the quadratic formula. So x is equal to minus b. So minus b is minus 2 plus minus b square minus 4, a is 1 and c is plus 4, square root divided by 2a. A is 1. So because space was less, that's why this is very congested now, but from here that will be relaxed. So minus b plus minus b square. Okay, this will become plus 2 plus minus 2 square will be 4 and minus 16 divided by 2 is still there. So from here you can see 2 plus minus 4 minus 16 will be minus 12 divided by 2 is still there. Okay, taking 4 common from here. So look now, that is actually 4 into 3 into minus 1 over 2. So that 4 will come out from the square root, that will make 2 common. So remainder will be 1 plus minus 3 square root, and this is minus 1 square root, that will be iota. So these are actually two other roots, 1 plus square root 3 iota and 1 minus 3 square root 2, 1 minus square root 3 iota. So two roots are here, one root is here and one root is here. So in total there are 4 roots of this equation. So remember, whatever the maximum power of any polynomial, so same number of the roots will be there. So here is the maximum number is 4 of the power. So it means there will be 4 solutions. The next thing that we are going to start in the complex number is simultaneous equations involving complex numbers. So here is a question, u plus v is equal to iota and u minus iota v is equal to 3. So these are two simultaneous equations involving complex numbers, and the requirement is give answer in a plus b iota form. So this is the requirement. So look now the solution. First equation is u plus v is equal to iota, and second equation is u minus v iota is equal to 3. So these are two simultaneous equations. We will solve them by the same method that we have learned in O levels, that is elimination method. So if you can see from here, if we subtract these two equations, you will be eliminated. So look further now. If we call this equation 1, this is equation number 2. And if we subtract these two equations, so order is 1 minus 2. So signs will be changed. So u will be cancelled. And from here you can see v plus v iota is equal to iota minus 3. So this, from here a small technique will be used. So concentrate now. V will be taken common. Remainder will be 1 plus iota. Right side is still same, that is iota minus 3. From here v will be equal to iota minus 3 over 1 plus iota. 1 plus iota. So if you can see, this was the method that we have solved in division method. So two complex numbers are given in fraction form. So from here you can see v is equal to iota minus 3 over 1 plus iota. So to solve this kind of the number is just change the sign of the imaginary part and multiply and divide with the same number. So 1 minus iota over 1 minus iota. So this is the method to solve this kind of the fraction. So from here you can see now iota minus 3 will be multiplied with 1 minus iota, and in the denominator we have 1 plus iota into 1 minus iota. So proceeding further, now first member will be multiplied with every member of the second, then second will be multiplied. So look now, iota minus iota square minus 3 and plus 3 iota over, you can see here a plus b into a minus b formula can be applied. So 1 square minus iota square. So because a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. Okay, moving further, this is iota and this is iota. So we are taking iota common from here. So 1 plus 3 iota. So we have taken iota from these two values common, and because you know iota square is equal to minus 1, so minus is already there, so iota square is minus 1, so that will make plus 1. So plus 1 plus minus 3 will be equal to minus 2 over 1 is still there, iota square is minus 1, so minus is there, so that will make plus 1, so plus 2. In the next step, minus 2 plus 4 iota over 3. So this is actually v. So v is done. So now we are going to put this into any one of the equation. I think so equation number 1 is easy. So put in 1. So look now, u plus v is minus 2 plus 4 iota over 3 is equal to iota. Okay, from here this factor will go to the right side. So u will be equal to iota minus 2 plus 4 iota over 3. Because of this minus, signs will be changed. So this will be iota plus 2 by 3 and minus 4 by 3 iota. So here are two values which are involving iota. So we will take LCM of these two values. So 3 will be the LCM. 3 iota minus 4 iota. And this plus 2 by 3 is still there. Okay. This 2 by 3 will come first, and this minus 1 by 3 iota is u, and v was already done, that is minus 2 by 3. Actually the requirement was give your answer in a plus b iota, so that's why I'm making the form of this. So minus 2 by 3 plus 4 by 3 iota. So these are the solutions of these simultaneous equations. The next thing that we are going to do in complex number is square root. So concentrate yourself. Again, it's a technical topic. Requirement is find the square root of. Find, and the question is 3 plus 4 square root iota. 3 plus 4 square root iota. So this is the requirement. So the method to solve it, let 3 plus 4 iota square root is equal to a plus b iota. Okay, this will be the first step. Whatever the square root that is in question, that will be taken equal to a plus b iota, and from there take the square root of both sides. So 3 plus 4 iota will be equal to a plus b iota whole square. So we have taken square of both sides. From here this square will be opened. So a square plus b square iota square plus 2ab iota. Iota square is minus 1, so it will become a minus b. So a minus b plus 2ab iota. Okay. From here, comparing real and imaginary parts. So that will give us a square minus b square. This is real part that will be compared with 3. This is equation number 1. And imaginary part is 2ab, that is equal to 4. So 2ab is equal to 4. And from here you can see AB will be equal to 2 because this 2 will go to the denominator. So this is equation number 2. Okay, from 2. So the method to solve the question, concentrate. From 2, we will express one unknown in terms of the other. So A will be equal to 2 over B and put it into the other equation. So if this is from 2, so put it in 1. So look now, 2 over b whole square minus b square is equal to 3. So this will be equal to 4 over b square minus b square is equal to 3. From here take the LCM. So 4 minus b square over b square is equal to 3 as it is. This will b square will go to the right side. So 4 minus b square will be equal to 3b square. Okay, from here it will become b4. This is b4. Okay, now arrange the question in descending order. These two values will go to the right side, so it will be b4 plus 3b square minus 4 equal to 0. Okay, from here put x is equal to b square. So the question will become x square plus 3x square minus 4 equal to 0. So actually this is a quadratic equation which will be solved now. So multiply the coefficient of the first one with the last one, 4. The coefficient of the singular variable is 3. Now think a pair of numbers whose multiplication equal to 4 and addition or subtraction equal to 3. So these are actually 4 and 1. Write the central variable with it. This sign is telling us that both will have opposite sign. This sign is telling us that greater will have positive and smaller will have negative. So now put this factor in place of the central value. So x square plus 4x square minus x square minus 4 equal to 0. At this step, make pairs and take common. So x square will be, so this is x square, this is x. Okay, from the first pair x is common, remainder is x plus 4, and from the second pair minus 1 is common and remainder is x plus 4. Equal to 0 is still there. Out of these two common brackets, write once and the outside bracket will be written in the second bracket. Equal to 0 is still there. From here x is equal to minus 4 or plus 1. Okay, from here you may see that this will be not applicable. So x will be replaced because x is equal to b square. So b square is equal to 1 and b will be equal to plus minus 1, taking square root of both sides. Okay, look now. When b is equal to plus 1, so put in 3. So when b is plus 1, so a will be equal to 2. And when b is equal to minus 1, so a will be equal to minus 2. So it means one by one these two pairs will be put here. So it means 2 plus iota and minus 2 minus iota are the answers.